Welcome back. I now have with me live in the studios Najib Ibrahim, who's Managing Director of Cyberview. Najib, welcome to studios. How are you today?
So much. I'm fine, thank you.
All right, brilliant. Right. Very well indeed. Excellent. So Najib, let's get started off by you elaborating a little bit on Cyberjaya's new master plan and what's the inspiration behind it, particularly given that we're coming out of the MCO, moving into a new normal.
Okay, again, we look at Cyberjaya itself. It's been 23 years since we developed Cyberjaya as the nucleus of multimedia super corridor MSC. So throughout time, we see there's a lot of growth in terms of technology, and pretty much after the MCO, we see that the technology now it's been cascaded down all the way to grassroots, meaning to say the utilization of technology or adoption of technology is much more wider and far more reaching. And with regards to Cyberjaya as the nucleus of MSC, we have come a long way. It has been a very exciting journey for us in Cyberjaya. We have grown from phase to phases. Currently, we're housing about 144,000 population in Cyberjaya. Right. We have the potential growth of another 200,000. Wow. In total, we can go up until 350,000 population in Cyberjaya. There are more than 1,800 companies currently operating in Cyberjaya, half of which pretty much are retailers, and the other half basically mostly technology companies, universities and whatnot. So we have a very thriving ecosystem in Cyberjaya. So at Cyberview, what we're trying to do is basically we try to complete a holistic ecosystem for technology companies, industries, research, development and commercialization to thrive in Cyberjaya. And part of the ecosystem, we look at it, we have a hard infrastructure, we have a soft infrastructure, community, we have the incentive, and also we have the talent development in Cyberjaya.
That's right. So it's an all-in-one, and aside from the fact that there have been aspirations to become basically the Silicon Valley of Malaysia, things have really speeded up in the past 4 or 5 years, haven't they?
Right, but we look at it from a different perspective.
Right.
Because we want to transform Cyberjaya rather than as a catalyst to multimedia super corridor, but we want to transform Cyberjaya into a global technology hub and Cyberview as the tech hub developer. Meaning to say that if we look at this, the development of Cyberjaya itself, it can be distinctly divided into 4 areas. Namely, the North Cyberjaya. It is the global business destination, whereby that we have the connectivity to main public transportations. For instance, like the express link from KLIA and also from KL Central. And moving forward by 2023, we'll be having MRT operating there at North Cyberjaya. And to the west of Cyberjaya, we have this area or district whereby we nurture the talent for technologies and also industry in Cyberjaya. On the east side, what we call downtown district, we have this thriving commerce district, whereby we have a lot of companies now operating there, and actually they emulate or adopt to technology as part and parcel of their business. Right. And the interesting part would be is that for us to to introduce a new cluster south of Cyberjaya consists of 3 clusters, namely the smart mobility, smart healthcare, and also digital creative cluster.
Right. So when you speak about these 3 new clusters, Najib, what stage of development or growth are they at, or is it still in the works?
All right. Only recently, early this year, we were given the mandate by government for us to basically roll out plan for the South Cyberjaya clusters. For instance, these 3 clusters, namely the smart mobility. So in smart mobility, we are in collaboration with MARI, Malaysian Automotive Robotic IoT Institute, to come up with what you call this automated and autonomous test bed. And the motto will be for it to be mobility as a service. Meaning to say that even though currently now in Cyberjaya we do have autonomous vehicle, autonomous flying vehicle, drones and tested within our compound, within the controlled environment. But now we feel that let's go big, let's go further, push this to the next paradigm shift and make it bigger, and we develop a test bed within that smart mobility cluster.
Right.
And,
So when it comes to mobility in particular, what interested me was that you said you'll also be having the MRT opening up soon.
Right,
Would that also hope to actually encourage those commuting into Cyberjaya for work? And what's the ratio like? Is it mostly that those who work in Cyberjaya also live in Cyberjaya, or is there a fair commuting population?
Right, exactly. If you look at Cyberjaya, the town planning perspective, we do have residential. At the moment, we have about 26,000, more than 26,000 units of residential, namely in terms of landed apartments, condominiums, service apartments, and also affordable homes. Yeah, but in order for us to cater for the total population of Cyberjaya, we estimate about 350,000 in the next 10 years, definitely people need to live outside Cyberjaya. But having the MRT definitely is a change agent, whereby that people start moving to Cyberjaya by using public transportation. Because part of the initiative that we are pushing at Cyberview is that we're pushing for this, what you call it, green technologies environment. And also comprises of smart mobility. Use of public transportation, because Cyberjaya as well, within the Sepang district, we basically foresee ourselves to be a low carbon city,
Understood.
Yes.
So a low carbon city using green technology, what other components would actually make up the entire new master plan?
Okay, because we are focusing on 3 clusters. Firstly, you mentioned about the smart mobility, of which it basically contribute to effectively utilizing the public transportation and whatnot. And then secondly is that we also are focusing on this what we call healthcare, smart healthcare, health services, right? So in terms of health services, also we are in collaboration with the likes of CRES, collaborative research for engineering, science and technology, for us to come up with this user case for 5G. Again, in Cyberjaya, part of our soft infrastructure is that even though in Cyberjaya we have a wide range of internet connectivity, even all the way up to 1 gig, and so we have a LoRa network in Cyberjaya, but now also we're pushing for Cyberjaya to be a 5G friendly city. But then in order for us to push ourselves to be adaptive to 5G technology, we have to have these use cases. So in Cyberjaya, we have what we call this 5G Open Lab. And within this 5G Open Lab, we have about 20 use cases, comprises of smart city, smart mobility, digital creative, AR, VR, and there's a lot of exciting thing happening over at our 5G Open Lab, located at our own Rekascape.
Understood. So who would you hope will be most attracted with all this new master plan development happening in Cyberjaya?
All right, so with this new master plan, we're looking at to basically bring both domestic and foreign direct investment to Malaysia. Back then we used to be the, what you call it, third in terms of global service business services, only third after India and China. But then again, we no longer focus solely on multinational cooperation. We also want to grow our local talent. As a matter of fact, like for instance, that one of the clusters that we're having, other than smart mobility, smart healthcare, we also developing what we call this digital creative. And in digital creative, we have so many players, our local hero, local talents, the like of our friends, founding members of Monster, of which they created this movie called Bobo Boy, and then another one, Agent Ali, by Wow Animation. These are all local talents.
So
we have
all hugely popular, not just in Malaysia, but even in the regional
And these
market.
are the local players. Actually, it's a testament to the success of Cyberjaya, because we're able to create the local talent and be able to sell off their product, their intellectual properties all over the world. This is very interesting because now we're moving towards that direction. So in terms of whether we are attracting only multinational corporation, but we are looking at from both, because we have a very healthy, thriving startup ecosystem in Cyberjaya via our Cyberview Living Lab Accelerator Program, talent program, piloting program, also enterprise program. So all they will be able to support the local
industry. So it does
industries.
sound like the entire ecosystem is not just driven for growth, but looking towards even more growth. Najib, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and telling us a little bit more about where Cyberjaya, Cyberview and the entire ecosystem is moving towards.
Right.
We go into a quick commercial break. From there, we'll be back right after with a couple of international news stories. Stay